So, what is ChatGPT? First, let's talk about what it's not. It's not Google, it's not a robot friend, and it's not a real person typing back. Think of it like a really helpful assistant that's read a whole lot of stuff and it can help you organize, explain, and write things faster. You can use it for meal ideas, rewriting confusing emails, explaining things in simple terms, planning trips, even writing a message that you've been avoiding, and even fun things like trivia or word games. And yes, there is a paid version, but I always recommend starting with the free plan first. It's more than enough for somebody who's just starting out. Now let's go get it the safe way. Type OpenAI into Google. OpenAI is the company that makes ChatGPT. Click the link that clearly says OpenAI. And once you're there, click Login. If it's your first time, click Sign Up. You'll need your email and a password that's easy for you to remember, but hard for someone else to guess. Then OpenAI will email you a link to confirm that it's really you. Click that link and you'll be signed in. New chats start fresh conversation. You can see past chats on the left, and this box at the bottom is where you type. And you'll hear one word a lot. A prompt just means what you type in the box. Now, the question I always get is, what do I even type? Just type like you're texting one of your friends. Let me give you 3 easy examples. You could ask, write a warm birthday message for my daughter. Give me 3 easy meal plans that include chicken. Explain Medicare in plain English. Let's do one together. Explain Medicare in simple terms for someone over 65 and hit enter. And look, within seconds, it gives you a clear explanation. It gave us a really rough overview of exactly what Medicare is for people over 65. And there are part A, B, C, and D, what it covers and what it doesn't cover. These little symbols down here, the one on the far left is the copy. So if you click this, it copied everything that ChatGPT just replied to us, and you can paste it in the documents any way you want. This final one is really interesting. It's kind of like a try again button. If you press on it, you're going to have some options to either regenerate this reply that you got, meaning it will answer this question one more time for you, but in different words, or it gives a couple options of either to be more precise or more detailed. Let's take a look at it. So why don't we click on more concise? It's going to repeat the request, but be less wordy about it. Okay, this reply is much shorter. So you can see how we can really use ChatGPT to tailor the reply exactly how you want it. Here are a few real-life ways that you can use it this week. Meal planning. Give me 5 dinner ideas and include a grocery list. Emails. Summarize this email and give me a 2-sentence reply. Budgeting. Help me make a simple budget with these bills. Learning something new. Ask it to explain anything or teach you something that you've been curious about. Planning. You could ask it to turn your notes into a simple plan for the week. Memory games. Play trivia. Ask for brain teasers, or even create a word puzzle. Travel planning. Ask for a 3-day travel itinerary or create a packing checklist. Try one of these today. You'll be amazed at what you can do. You can also use ChatGPT on your phone and download it for free. You just go to the App Store on iPhone or Google Play Store on Android. Search OpenAI ChatGPT. Make sure it says OpenAI. Log in with the same email and password. And the best part, your chats sync between your computer and your phone. Whatever you do on your computer, your desktop will automatically be updated and synced with your phone and vice versa. You see all the past chats, everything right in your pocket. Also, on your phone, you can use the microphone and talk instead of type, which is honestly a lifesaver. And since you can now take ChatGPT with you anywhere you go, you can ask it questions wherever you are, at the store, at the doctor's office, or even while you're traveling. And you can still always type into it.
So whether you're at home or on the go, it'll be with you right in your pocket as a friendly little assistant. And the good news is ChatGPT cannot access your personal files, your camera, your location, but you should still be smart and diligent. Here's a few pointers. Don't share any private information like passwords or social security numbers or bank information. ChatGPT can be wrong sometimes. It may sound confident even when it's guessing. So, for medical, legal, or financial advice, always double check with a real source. Treat it like a helpful tool, not a person or an expert. You're always in control. So, now you know where to find ChatGPT safely, how to sign up, where to type, and what to ask. Now tell me in the comments, what's the first thing that you're going to use it for? A stressful email? Planning your week? Learning something new? And if you want, I can make a next video about 3 copy and paste prompts that make ChatGPT feel easy. And if this helped at all, hit like and subscribe because I make an AI simple, one small win at a time. I'll see you next time.